Welcome to your daily 5-minute crypto brief with Satoshi and Nova. Today is June 30th, 2025. I am Nova.
I am Satoshi.
Welcome, listener. Today we're doing a deep dive into what's been happening in the crypto markets lately. We've looked through a bunch of your sources, market updates, news analysis, the works, and some really interesting trends are popping up.
Absolutely. Our goal here is to pull out the key takeaways, help you understand what's really driving the current momentum in crypto and, what that might mean for the bigger picture.
Okay, so let's unpack this. The last 24 hours. Well, there's been a definite uptick. Bitcoin's holding above $108,000, which is, significant. But Ethereum, ETH, actually jumped more, didn't it?
It did, around 3.3%, hitting about $2,510. So it's definitely outperforming Bitcoin right now. Hence, it may be broader strength.
Right. And we're seeing other gains too, maybe smaller ones, but still gains. Binance Coin, Solana, XRP, even the meme coins like Dogecoin saw a decent bump, maybe 3.5%. And ESIC was up a bit too.
Yeah, and this general positive feel, it's not just random noise. It seems to be really fueled by two main things: a wave of institutional money coming in and some pretty bullish macro news.
Let's talk about that macro side first. Those comments from former President Trump, he put out on Truth Social saying he's, quote, not afraid of deficits, believes growth will handle it. That seemed to hit the market almost immediately.
Oh, absolutely. That's a key point. Crypto analysts, especially Bitcoin bulls, they jumped right on that. They basically framed it as, the perfect setup for inflation hedges. If there's a perception of more spending, more deficits, investors might look towards assets like Bitcoin. And bam, it helped push BTC right past that $108,000 mark. Shows how much fiscal policy chatter matters here.
Interesting. And then there are more crypto-specific things happening too, right? Like Robinhood, they're hinting at some big crypto announcement for June 30th. Plus, they just bought Bitstamp for, $200 million?
Yep, $200 million. That gives them a massive boost internationally, like over 50 global licenses, especially in Europe. It's a serious expansion. And what's really interesting, I think, is how they're expanding. They've rolled out these micro futures contracts. For Bitcoin, Solana, XRP, these are smaller, much more accessible. It feels like they're trying to lower the barrier, maybe get more retail traders involved again.
So retail is one angle, but the institutional side.
Yeah.
Wow. Those Bitcoin ETF numbers are something else. What was it? $501 million net inflow in just one day on June 27th.
Astonishing number. And that was the 14th day in a row of positive inflows. That's sustained demand. And it's the big names driving it. You've got Fidelity putting in $166 million. BlackRock's right there, too. It's pushed the total assets in these Bitcoin ETFs to around $133 billion. That sends a huge signal, right? Really boosts sentiment when the big players are so involved.
Definitely feels like validation.
Okay, let's pivot a bit. Geographically, South Korea. There's a new report showing just how widespread crypto adoption is there. Among people aged 20 to 50, something like 27%. Almost 1 in 4 people in that age group hold crypto. That's huge.
It really is. And it's not just pocket change for them. On average, crypto makes up about 14% of their financial portfolios. And maybe even more telling, 70% of them plan to increase their crypto holdings. A lot see it as part of retirement planning. That shows real long-term conviction from retail investors there.
Okay, so lots of positive drivers. Institutional flows, macro tailwinds, retail conviction. But is it all smooth sailing? Are there any warning signs, maybe? Or parts of the market lagging?
That's a fair question. It's not quite an everything up market. We are seeing some signs of what traders call an altcoin bleed. Basically, some money seems to be rotating out of smaller altcoins and back into Bitcoin. Sort of a consolidation, perhaps. But countering that, maybe, is the on-chain data for Bitcoin itself. Things like whale wallets, the big holders, apparently they've been buying more BTC, and transaction volumes are up. That usually points towards strength, right?
Exactly. Those are generally seen as bullish underlying signs. Supports the idea of continuation. Looking ahead, though, there are definitely things to watch. Key macro events coming up, inflation numbers, signals from central banks, any news on potential big spending plans. Those could definitely stir things up, add volatility. On the other hand, more institutional news, like another ETF approval somewhere, could add more fuel. And technically, we need to watch those resistance levels for Bitcoin around $109K, $110.
So, wrapping this up, what's the takeaway for you, the listener? It seems pretty clear that the crypto market right now is this fascinating mix. You've got macroeconomics, big institutions moving in, and really strong retail interest all playing together. It's quite dynamic.
Yeah, the overall feeling is, I'd say, cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
But you absolutely have to keep an eye on those wider economic factors and the key price levels we mentioned. Which brings up a good question for you to think about. As traditional finance keeps intersecting with these newer decentralized assets, how might that change the way you think about new investment frontiers?
Enjoyed the brief? Please like and subscribe. We deliver fresh market updates, macro signals, and crypto news daily in just 5 minutes. Live streams coming soon. Stay tuned.